Alright guys, it's Saturday, November 6th. Jake and I just got back in. It's actually only about 5 minutes after legal time right now. Basically got in the stand right at legal time. And yeah, we're just going to hang out. I think I can hear deer walking down to my left. I'm not sure. It's pretty quiet right now. I could hear something rustling down there, but I don't know what it was. But today is also my mother's birthday and my nephew Travis's birthday, so happy birthday to both of them. Hopefully we can get it done today. See what happens. Well, it's about 9 o'clock right now. I haven't seen a deer for like 2 weeks. Other than that deer I saw last Saturday walking into my spot. I walked up on that 7-pointer and couldn't get a shot at him. Other than that, I haven't seen a deer pretty much since I shot my bonus doe 2 weeks ago. So I think I'm going to try something different. Jake's sitting down over the hill a few hundred yards from me, kind of off to my left. I think what I'm going to do is go to my right, up this ridge, dive down over the hill. There's a brook run down in there that runs kind of downstream, north to south. I think I'm going to get down on that brook run. It runs through some swampy spots. And I think I'm just going to poke along, really sneak down through there, try to do some calling, see if there's anything down there. Hopefully if I jump something, I don't get a shot at it. Hopefully I'll bump it towards Jake. But I think I'm going to get down on the brook run and basically go right down past Jake and just kind of loop around him. And then come back up. If I don't see anything, then I'll come back and get my tree stand and my climbing sticks and get out of here. But I'm just going to grab my bow and my backpack and take a walk, because I'm not seeing anything in this spot, which is crazy because this time last year in this spot it was just crawling with deer. But I'm going to take a walk and see what happens, I guess. Alright, well, I just got down here on the brook run, and I'm kind of just starting to head down into one of these swampy areas. But I got this, I hope you guys can see that. This deer has that branch thrashed, and it's like 8 feet off the ground. He must be standing up on his hind legs, hammering on this thing, but there's also a nice rub right here. But the only crappy thing about what I've got going on right now is I'm headed south, so I'm headed right into the sun. So I'm trying to stay in all these shady spots as I go down through, and I'm just really creeping along, hitting the grunt call every 50 yards or so, just a real quiet grunt. And hopefully if Big Boy's bedded down in here, hopefully I can piss him off enough to come in and look for a fight, because I've got one for him right in my quiver. So we'll see what happens. I'm just going to poke down through here. Jake's downstream from me and kind of up on the hillside a little bit. Like I said, I'm just going to work my way down this brook run through these swampy spots and try to swing down around Jake. And if nothing happens, and we'll go do something else this afternoon, I guess. But I'm going to throw this camera back in my pocket so I can get moving here. Well, I got across the brook and kind of got on the other side of one of those swampy spots. I decided to get kind of up on the hill so I wouldn't have to walk through all that thick crap down there. And I was actually, I don't know if you guys can see that tree right there. I was coming over that tree and broke a branch off, and just as I accidentally, obviously I hit it with my foot. Just as I did, I looked up and saw about 60 yards ahead of me, tail going up through the woods. She's still blowing at me. So I hit the grunt call. Wait, if she's still blowing. But anyways, there was a couple doe up here. I hit the grunt call, and the big one actually started to come back to me. and I didn't see her. So I started walking again, and as soon as I started walking, she was 40 yards in front of me, and she took off, and I saw another one go with her. But they are headed downstream, down the brook, which is good because the wind is blowing up out of the south right in my face. So I'm just going to keep poking along. She was blowing all the way down through there, so I'm probably not going to see those deer again. But finally saw something, though. It's only been a couple weeks, well, since last week. But I'm going to poke my way down through here, and once I get below the swampy spots, I know there's a beaten deer trail crossing the brook going back to the other side, so I'm probably just going to cross back over and go up and find Jake if I don't see anything else. Well, I just jumped those deer, walked up to where they were, poked up over this little hemlock grove. There's a hemlock grove here and there's a little knoll. And I could see another bigger bodied deer walking broadside, probably 70 yards up. And I saw a flash of horns. I think it was just a small buck. But I hit the grunt call and he kind of started snaking his way down through the woods. And he ended up coming 30 yards in front of me. I think I hit him a little bit back, but I definitely hit him. He looked like he was hurt. Hopefully I got him in the lungs, but it definitely looked a little more back than I wanted it to be. I'm probably going to have a hard time finding my arrow because I was right on a level plane with him. I think my arrow probably went for a ride. But after he ran down over the bank towards the swamp, I see another small deer just come running up out of there. I'll stand up and see if I can see anything. Not a very big buck, but I'll take it. Hopefully I can find him. Hopefully I didn't make too bad of a shot on him. I was kind of shooting through some little scrub hemlocks. I was kind of hoping I'd got drawn and I thought he was going to come right to me. Then he turned and started going down over this bank. I was afraid he was going to head down to the swamp and get into stuff so thick I wouldn't get a shot. But other than being a little bit far back, it didn't look too bad. I definitely got him. I'm going to sneak up here and see if I can find my arrow. Well, I just walked about 10 feet from where I shot from, and I can see my arrow. See if I can zoom in on it, guys. There's my arrow right there. Whew, so that's good. I half expected it to go right through him and sail him off through the trees. Man, I hope I got him in the lungs. Go over and check my arrow out and see what it looks like, I guess. Alright. Destroyed that knock somehow. The old 125 grain Montec gets it done again. Going to put my arrow back in my quiver and see if I can find blood. Looks decent. I actually think I see bubbles in it, so mine have got lung, I hope. I'm not sure exactly where he was when I shot. Maybe I should try to figure that out and leave my arrow stuck in the ground for now. Well, I'm at point of impact. That's where my arrow was, right next to that broken off tree. I got some fur, a chunk of meat, a little bit of blood on that leaf down there. I don't know if he jumps over these logs or went between these trees. I'm not seeing any blood yet. I'm gonna kind of walk in the direction that he went, I guess, and see if I can see anything. Well, this sucks. I just got a message from somebody. Found my arrow soaked in blood. I got fur and blood on that dead branch laying on the ground right there, and I cannot find blood anywhere in the direction that he ran. It's like the hole plugged right up instantly. But I'm gonna walk around and try to see if I can find blood right here, and if not, I'm gonna kind of zigzag through where he ran to and see if I can spot him. And luckily they cut out here not too long ago. I didn't realize that. So it is pretty open. I got a feeling I got a dead deer. I just gotta find him. Well, I think I found the honey hole. I'm out here wandering around looking for blood, looking for my deer. And I look up and there's a deer standing right up here. I can't believe she's standing there. She's like 60 yards away right in the wide open. Her head's behind a tree, but I think it's a doe. Well, I just sat here for a minute and let that doe, she kind of kept looking down this way. That must have been the doe with the little fawn that I jumped first before I saw that buck. Because I think they ran down in by the swamp, and then when I shot that buck, he ran down in there, and I saw the little one come back, running back out. She's kind of standing up there, like looking around, like she's looking for her fawn, but she kind of started moving off up the hill away from me a little bit. I don't really care if I jump her out of here anyway. I'm gonna get up and keep looking for my deer, looking for blood, looking for something. I just found my buck. He's still alive, but he is hurt. He's right in front of me and he's not doing good. There he goes, right there. He's down. Sucks to have to make several shots on him, but that doe came down and he's done. Holy crap, man. Not the ideal situation, but poor guy's down. that doe came down, and like I said, she kept looking back this direction. Like I thought she was looking for a fawn, and then just after I said that and shut the camera off, I got thinking maybe that buck's over there, and she can like smell him or something. I just heard something else take off. I was like, maybe she can smell him or something, and I was like, maybe he's right over here at the bottom of this little cutting. There's a strip cut down off this hillside, and she was just downwind of it. Sure enough, I get over here, and he starts staggering up the hill, and he was hurting bad. He just, like, stopped and was standing there taking a break, and I actually took a couple steps, and he stopped and turned and looked right at me, but he just didn't have it in him to go anywhere. I just took another shot on him and got him kind of high in the lungs, but didn't take him long to go down. I got it done anyway, at least. Not the ideal situation, but now I've got to make some phone calls and figure out which road I'm nearest to, because I am down in a hole down here. So, but this cutting in front of me is kind of a good sign. I think it probably goes all the way up to the next road. So, but I'll go grab my arrow and check this guy out. He's right up there. My arrow's over here, stuck in the ground. He was trying to get right through this little run right here. Man, those knocks are not liking it. The old nocturnals are very durable. Good thing the Montecs are. That's 2 nocturnals I busted on the same deer. Alright, let's go get him. Yeah, there's some blood finally. I don't even know what he did. I can't even. I guess it doesn't matter. I know where he is. Just a little pull-up one by the looks of it. Not bad. Not the big boy I wanted, that's for sure, but once it gets into gun season, I get a lot less picky about what I'm shooting with my bow. Alright guys, well here he is. Definitely not the giant I was hoping for this season, but if you guys have been following the channel at all, you'll know last year I had a pretty rough season. I shot a doe, opening day of Expanded, never found it. Saw several bucks last year, especially right late into the season, into November, and continued to bow hunt right through like I usually do. And I saw several bucks, screwed up several shots, never ended up tagging out. This year I've been fortunate enough to shoot my first bear in bear season. Got a doe in Expanded archery early, got a bonus doe so far, and got this guy, and I still have 1 bonus tag left to fill, so I think from here out I'm probably going to concentrate on getting Jake his deer, or a deer at least. He's got 2 bonus tags too, and my wife Melissa actually drew a doe tag this year finally, so I'm going to try to get her first deer. But I'm going to get this guy cleaned up and get him out of here. I'm going to try to figure out which is going to be the easiest way to get him out of here. I know there's a road up this hill somewhere, but I don't know how far from it I am. I'm going to have to look on Onyx if I have any service and see how far down I am, but I'm going to get him cleaned up, get him out of here, and we'll catch up with you guys in a bit. I just wanted to show you guys before I got cleaning him out. That's where my first arrow hit. It was definitely a little bit back, but I think I still just got him in the liver. He definitely wasn't going too far. It just would have taken him a little longer than I wanted for him to die, but I'm going to get him cleaned up and get out of here. Alright, well, I made it up to the road. My house is over there across the valley. I just did a straight line distance from approximately where my deer is laying to where I am now, and it's 532 yards, give or take. So I've got my wife bringing my truck around down through the valley and up here. Jake's coming with her. He's going to give me a hand getting this thing out. It's going to be a haul over 500 yards, and it's all uphill, every bit of it. We made it. Onyx said 530 something yards in a straight line. So we probably just went close to 600 yards uphill. Good thing I had Jake with me, because I probably would have died. Oh, we got him up here on the edge of the pavement. I'm going to load him up and get him to the tagging station. Alrighty, we got him back to the house. He's all tagged up, weighed out at about 135 almost, all dressed out. But it's about 4 o'clock right now. Jake just headed back out to see if he can get something done before the sun goes down. We've still got 3 weeks of rifle season left. I still have 1 bonus tag to fill, which I'm going to try to do with my bow. Jake has 2 bonus tags and a doe tag. My wife Melissa drew a doe tag this year, so I'm going to be doing a lot of filming for the rest of the season by the looks of it. I am going to try to get my last bonus tag filled up, but I want to thank you guys for watching as always. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down there, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.